Hey YouTube, Jesusfreak with you once again. Now I know the whole separation of church and state is an age-old discussion.
I don't know about anywhere else, but here in the United States, it's not age-old. It's between 234 and 208 years. Sometime between the Declaration of Independence with its ambiguous references to the Creator, nature's God, and the letter from Jefferson to the Danbury Baptists. See link 1 in the sidebar.
And a lot of people like to point out how we aren't a Christian nation. I still believe that Christianity is the majority in this nation, so I do believe we are a Christian nation, but I use that term very loosely.
I don't care what you believe. I care what facts are presented and how they are supported. Your assertions mean no more to me than anybody's, and no more than mine should mean to anyone else. But do have some facts and citations regarding the very secular origin of our nation. Link number 2 in the sidebar.
I do appreciate the ruling. I do like the way that the language is read. The Pledge of Allegiance serves to unite our vast nation through the proud recitation of some of the ideals upon which our republic was founded.
Wait, unite our nation or unite the majority? What does it mean when the pledge that's supposed to unite us alienates the minority? And even more importantly, if you think this is a Christian nation, what does it mean that in order for a non-Christian, a non-believer, to say the pledge, they must bear false witness? Especially in the evangelical sense of witness as opposed to the biblical sense.
It is very clear to me that our founding fathers did have Christianity in mind. They wanted us to have a relationship with God in one form or another. Religion was a very integral part of building this nation.
So is cholera. I will say one thing though. For example, the removal of religious instruction from public schools had nothing to do with atheists, Jews, Buddhists, Muslims, Hindus. It was because Christians were rioting against other Christians about what Christian Bible and what Christian doctrine to teach in the public schools. Link number 3 in the sidebar.
Of course, it was an integral part of building a nation free of religious oppression, but still they wanted to include the very embodiment of Christianity within this great nation as we were building it. But they wanted us to be free to do so, and free to choose to not do so also. Including the terms "in God we trust" and "one nation under God," I believe is a celebration of that history.
So wait. We're free to do so, free to not do so, but those who are free not to do so once again must lie taking the Pledge of Allegiance. Again, that whole bearing false witness thing. And the fact that those words were originally added to the pledge in the 1950s to ferret out communists. Seriously, the nation was built on rational principles, or an attempt to make rational principles the guiding force behind this nation. You remember the whole "a nation of laws and not men" thing? Since human beings are fallible, maybe we would try something better than what had been done before, and then we would give ourselves room for improvement, such as not thinking that women were essentially property and blacks were not only property but 3/5 of a human being, never mind all those other messy colors we don't want to think about. In fact, the critical piece, the strongest piece of the Founding Fathers' wisdom was, and they were no more than men, human beings, was that they were fallible, and they knew it. Since the majority of your video is based on these points, and since you display such a lack of knowledge of the history of our nation, I know I need to learn a lot about the history of our nation. I will never learn all that there is to learn, or even all I need to know. But since you argue from a position of such incredibly cocky ignorance, I see no reason to continue this. Thank you for your time and attention.
I said good day!